What's up, Lifestyle Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jared, and y'all. Today we're gonna be taking a little look see at a video from Jeremy Hill. Shout out to that brother. Now, this is gonna be one of those conversations that women are not gonna like, and particularly, I really don't give a fuck if you don't like what I gotta say about it, because it's the truth. And the conversation we're gonna be having today is about, are women the prize? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my video, and he's doing a review from a single mom. I believe she's a single mom, but she might not be. So don't take that with a grain of salt. But listen to what this woman is about to say.
Men have always been the prize. Um, Women, no, let me, hold on, let me finish. But as for this conversation, I will admit I am one of the few people who did not know who Simone Biles was until this situation. However, I want to say something, and I know some of y'all might feel away, get mad at me. Men have always been the prize. Women, no, let me.
Now check this out. The woman says that men are the prize, and already she gets pushback. This is a black woman getting pushback from other women. When a woman says that a man is the prize, everybody just have a negative attitude towards that statement.
It's been the prize. Women, no, let me, hold on,
Finish.
let me finish, because I'm not, let me finish. Men have always been the prize. And I'm going to explain what I'm saying. Women marry who they can, men marry who they want. You can get offended by the statement, but if you really sit down and you think about it and you be honest with yourself, that is a very valid statement. Also, not only that, but by him saying that he is the prize, that does not make her not a prize. I myself am raising a young man. I'm raising my son is 7 years old. He is a miniature Einstein. He has manners, manners are beyond most adults that I've ever met. His style of dress, his respect of himself as well as others. I'm instilling in him his faith, his spiritualness. I'm instilling in my son to be a prize, especially with these days, the way that women are raising these young girls. And it's unfortunate, but and also the numbers. It's always been since the beginning of.
So think about this for one moment. What about you women who actually have young boys, sons that you are raising? Are you going to tell him that he's not a prize? Or are you going to tell him that he is inadequate and that a woman is a prize? What happens when you are raising a boy and a girl? You have a son and a daughter. Because most of you are single mothers. Who is getting the validation? Is it the daughter or the son? Are you telling the daughter you are the prize and men ain't shit? And then you look at your son and say, look, the women are the prize and you ain't shit? If you're raising a son, wouldn't you want him to believe that he is the prize? So I don't understand all this negative pushback that we're getting from you women out there who actually have sons that you are raising. Either you want them to be son husbands to replace a boyfriend or a husband to take up that void of you not having a man, or you want to put them down and teach them that they are inadequate and that women are the prize. So to me, that is a form of child abuse when you make your son believe that he's inadequate. And that is definitely favoritism if you have a daughter and son and you're teaching her to have self-confidence, self-validation, but teaching the boy to just take it on the chin. Let's keep going.
In him his faith, his spiritualness. I'm instilling in my son to be a prize, especially with these days, the way that women are raising these young girls. And it's unfortunate, but and also the numbers. It's always been since the beginning of time. Women will fight over a man, you know what I'm saying? But they'll accept. But at the same time, they're going to accept, like back in the traditional days, that as long as the house is taken care of and he pays all the bills, he can have those 2-3 families up the street. You know what I'm saying? Men have always been the prize. We have gotten to a point where we disrespect our men so much. I worry so much about what the world is going to look like when my son becomes of age to date.
Exactly. You disrespect us so much right now, modern woman. What's going to happen to your son? Because you're teaching your daughters to be even more disrespectful than what you already are. So how are your sons going to be treated? How do you think women are going to treat your boys, the fruit of your womb? Everything you're doing right now is going to have a consequence. Your children are going to reap the consequences of what you've been sowing.
Men so much. I worry so much about what the world is going to look like when my son becomes of age to date and to court and to marry, because I will never let any of your daughters tell my son that he is not the prize. That will never be a thing. And if you have sons, nephews, whatever the godchildren, you should not ever tell your son, oh, she is a. Do you guys see what type of young girls are being raised? So you're telling you these young girls that they're a prize over the son that you're putting your time, that you're actually the man who's supposed to be the provider that you guys are looking for, the man who's supposed to be the protector that you guys are looking for, and you just want to sit back and live a soft life. He's not the prize. That will never make sense to me.
You know, everything that she just said is 100% accurate on all accounts. As a black man myself, I always got taught by my family, oh, treat a woman like she's the prize, do all of this and stuff like that. But the more and more over time I experienced life and went through a lot of stuff in my life, I understood that I put in hard work at work. I go hard for this YouTube channel. I go hard in my other ventures that I'm trying to actually achieve myself. I know that I'm the prize. I know that I'm a provider. I know that I'm a man that's going to be willing to do everything I can to support my family, to be my family's the best for my family. I understand that. But the thing is, as she said in her video, the way that these young girls are being raised right now, you got these young girls out here listening to Pound Town. You got these women out here fighting. I literally just watched a reunion of Baddies East, just for humor. I was watching Baddies East, and the only thing that I saw on that Baddies East stage was fighting, pure fighting. That's the only thing that they was doing. And we come down to this. When it's women saying that they're a prize, they never can answer what makes them a prize. They never can answer why they're a prize. How are you a prize? Are you what a man wants? Do you actually have men trying to date you and marry you? None of these women can ever answer that question. And the reason they can't answer is because they know they have nothing to offer. They bring nothing to the table. So at the end of the day, they get angry at men because they know that men are right. So they'll come out and say, "Oh, you don't know me. You don't know what I bring to the table. I am the table. I'm this and that." But you press them a couple of good times, they get frustrated and start throwing hurl insults and all sorts of stuff at you. And then we're supposed to say, "Oh, you're a prize because you can pop out children." No. What actively makes you a prize? Why are you the prize? You want a man to come to the table with his shit together while you have none of your shit together, but you're talking about steadily you're the prize. That's where I get a little frustrated with this conversation, because the more and more we see these videos, the more and more we see all of this stuff going on. And they're steadily, continuously putting themselves into positions where they're continue to look like they're not the prize. They can't get mad at men for steadily asking that question: what makes you the prize? How are you the prize and you're still doing this? All I'm gonna say is this, ladies, how are you the prize? And answer that down in the comment section. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for listening. Bye, guys.